Okay, so hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to, I think, like, episode 76? 77? I really don't know, but welcome back to another episode of the Fortnite Mythbusters. I know I've been posting a lot of Mythbuster videos recently, and I guess it kind of has to do with it being the end of the season. I mean, I'm kind of low on video ideas, so if you have any ideas, please let me know. But just like always, if you do have a myth you would like me to test in the next or future episodes of the Fortnite Mythbusters, make sure to go down in the comment section down below and drop a comment of that myth for a pretty good chance to be featured. Also, guys, if you do enjoy my content at any moment, it would be awesome if you could leave a like on today's video. Let's see if we could smash 10,000 likes. That would be unreal. And also, if you are new to the channel and you would like to see more episodes of the Fortnite Mythbusters by me, feel free to subscribe and also turn on those post notifications to never miss another video. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get right on into today's episode. Going straight into the first myth is what happens when you eat a Greasy Grove taco first and then eat a hot chili pepper right after. On the last episode, we tested out basically the exact same myth, but the exact opposite way around. So we ate the pepper first and then tried to go into Greasy Grove, and it wouldn't let us keep the chili effect afterwards. After testing this out, I was actually pretty surprised by the outcome because I ate the chili pepper after I ate the taco, and you literally ran like 4 times as fast. I mean, you don't run just as fast as if you ate the taco or even the chili pepper. It was literally double that speed, and if you could have this effect in game like regular, you'd get across the map with ease. I mean, you could outrun basically every single storm. Even though this was really cool to do in game, unfortunately you are not able to do it in a regular match simply because you can't get from Greasy Grove all the way over to, I guess, where the old soccer arena is, or I guess this destroyed building, this hole in the ground, whatever this place is. You can't travel that entire distance without the Greasy Grove taco speed, basically running out on your way there, unless you do the creative glitch and kind of fly around. Jumping straight into the next myth is, while halfway rebooting one teammate, if the other teammate's card gets picked up, will they both be rebooted at the same time? Will it cancel out, or will it only reboot that first teammate? Now, this is actually something that could happen in game. I mean, you could be in a fight and you might go reboot one teammate while your other teammate gets the other person's card, maybe across the map. Both of them get rebooted and now they're with you still in the game, but surprisingly in game, it will still reboot both teammates. You'll notice while I'm halfway through rebooting, my friend will pick up the second reboot card, and you'll see in the bottom right, it will go from basically 1 reboot card in your inventory up till about 2, and then I guess both teammates will respawn, which was weird because it respawned in the exact opposite order. The teammate whose card was picked up second after I was halfway through rebooting, they actually spawned first before the card that was originally being rebooted. Overall though, I thought this was a pretty interesting myth and definitely something you could keep in mind for in a regular game. Going into the next myth is, do zombies notice you while you're a prop? Now, fortunately in game, Fortnite, they've been kind of smart about this one. I mean, you can't be a prop outside of Moisty Palms, and zombies, they are not able to leave Retail Row, but that still doesn't matter. I mean, we could still test out this myth just in case something ever happens and Fortnite, they make a big mistake. I tried this out in creative mode by spawning in some zombies, and obviously they were immediately attracted to my player. I then turned into a prop, and it seemed like they weren't focusing on me anymore until I ran directly past them. They then began to follow me, but surprisingly, even if I were to stand still, it seems like the zombies are unable to hit me no matter what size prop I am, even if I'm taller than them, the same size. But as soon as I turn into a regular player, once again, they will start damaging you and attacking you. I thought that was actually pretty weird, but overall a pretty good myth, and I guess something to know just in case props ever do come to like Fortnite again. I really hope not. Pretty similar to the last myth, this myth is, while a prop, can someone still deal headshot damage to you? Now, obviously, in-game, taking a bullet to the head, I mean, that does a whole ton of damage, especially from a heavy sniper. I mean, that will knock you out of the game entirely. So, while you're a prop inside of Moisty Palms, which I know a lot of people do land there, is there any chance of a headshot being dealt to you? When I tried this out in-game, I had my friend turn into a prop, basically a lamp. That was the most, I guess, player-like prop that you could turn into. I then tested to see the damages between the body shot as well as the headshot. The body shot was like 20-ish damage, damage and the headshots like 40, but when he turned into a prop, I obviously aimed up as high as I possibly could, and there was no headshot damage. I mean, it still did about 22 damage per hit, no matter what, the top of the lamp or even the bottom of the lamp, which is, I guess, good to know in game. I mean, you will never take any headshot damage while you're a prop. We also learned in the last episode of the Fortnite Mythbusters, whenever you are a prop, it also does change your hitbox. So if you're ever moisty palms, you may as well run around as a lamp, because that's like one of the hardest hitboxes to hit in the game. Going into the next myth is, can you shoot a Batarang out of the sky after it's thrown? Now, I mean, if you played Fortnite within the last couple of weeks, you probably have taken damage by one of these Batarangs, and they aren't very pretty. I mean, they do a whole ton of damage to you, so whenever you see them on the ground or even on the walls, you just want to shoot them, because you don't want to risk anything. Unfortunately, in game, at least one of my bullets by bloom or even the first shot accuracy, it definitely should have done damage to one of these I guess Batarangs flying in mid-air, but unfortunately you really can't blow them up in mid-air. I mean, you can blow them up after they immediately make contact on a surface, they're currently stuck there, or even if they're about to blow up on you, but you can't shoot them out of mid-air like you used to with like stink bombs like we saw in that one BCC clip. And then again, even with the stink bomb, I tested that out on my own, and that was proven to be false as well. I tried to snipe a stink bomb out of mid-air, the bullet literally went directly through, but it still didn't explode. So overall, I really don't think you are able to destroy anything in mid-air after it's being thrown. So if you ever do see a Batarang, you probably just want to box up and literally get out of there. Moving straight into the next myth is, what happens when you get hit by a junk drift while on a zipline? Now, fortunately, in game, most ziplines on the map, they're pretty high up, so you really don't have to worry about being hit by a zipline, because the junk drift, the rift will actually spawn beneath it if it is thrown at the ground. But in the one case that a junk drift, I guess, is crashing down on you, luckily you don't have to worry, because the debris from the junk drift will literally go directly through your player. Overall, this is extremely unlikely and definitely something you really don't have to worry about in game, and I wouldn't even stress about this one. I highly doubt you will ever encounter a junk drift being thrown at you while you're really on a zipline. Going into the next myth is, while wearing a bush, will you survive a spike trap, or if a spike trap hits you, since the bush basically does no first bullet damage. The bush is actually extremely OP in game, because say you're wearing a bush and you get hit by a heavy sniper to the head, that sniper bullet that was supposed to do 200 damage to you and basically kill you immediately, it ends up doing 0, and all you do is lose that bush. Unfortunately, with a trap rather than a bullet, the bush does not behave the exact same way. If you have 150 HP and you get hit by a spike trap, it will still deal 150 HP and you'll die immediately. The spike trap will protect you from anything except a regular projectile bullet. Going into the next myth is, will a grenade deal damage to structures through a shield bubble? Now, if you throw any projectiles or even shoot anything at the barrier of the shield bubble, it'll bounce off and it basically won't go through. You can't deal damage to structures through the shield bubble either with a regular gun, so will a grenade deal damage through it, since its blast radius is pretty big. If you ever do have a shield bubble down and I guess people are chucking grenades at you, you might want to go down and protect your builds, even if the grenade lands outside of the shield bubble, because it will still damage to any structures that are within the shield bubble but within the grenade's radius. Going into one of the most requested myths within the last couple of months, this myth is, in a regular game, can you get over 100 kills while using a reboot van? Now, yesterday in my caffeine stream, I attempted to do this myth. We tried it for, I believe it was a total of 3.5 hours. We did I believe 6 or 7 games, but we were never ever able to get over 100 kills, unfortunately. It is 100% possible that your kills will go over 100 even in playgrounds or even creative mode, because it's really been done before. I mean, there's people who's gotten over 14,000 kills, and I myself have gotten over 100 kills. So Fortnite, they definitely have set it up to register that it is possible to get that amount of kills in a regular game. So it really doesn't matter a reboot van or not. Just 100 players in the battle bus means 100 players max in the lobby. We've tested in the previous episode of the Fortnite Mythbusters that if you kill someone who was rebooted from a van, it will actually count towards your kills. So for the exact same players, you could get 2, 3, 4, 5 kills from the exact same player if they are rebooted multiple times. Like I said before, we attempted this for literally 3.5 hours on a single myth, 3.5 hours, but we were never able to get over 100 kills. But I can assure you that it is definitely 100% possible. If this video could smash over 10,000 likes, likes, I will definitely attempt it one more time, and maybe even make it 200. Like go above and beyond. That would be insane. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, turn on those post notifications to never miss another episode of the Fortnite Mythbusters, and I will see you guys next time.